we going up and I know that they waited. They waited and waited on us.
Welcome back to another episode of Game Time. I'm Maggie Hale.
And I'm Maya Peterson.
So it is officially March.
Yes.
It's a little early, but we're going to go ahead talk about that March Madness. What are you going to start us out with?
Do you want to start out?
No, it's all you. It's all you.
All right, well, KU is sitting at number 1 on the AP polls right now. This whole season, they've gone up and down, from 6 to 3 to 2. And now they're going to finish off really at the number 1 seat. And a big problem they've had has been the Baylor boys taking both of them back and forth. But before we talk about the Baylor boys, I think it's time for us to give a shout out to the Baylor girls.
I think we have to.
And the AP poll sitting on March Madness for the girls' side. Baylor's number 1. And those who don't really know this, Jordan Oliver, former Eagle, is playing with Baylor right now. And I'm excited to see what she's able to do in this March Madness run they're about to make.
Definitely well deserved.
Yes, of course.
But moving back to the boys' side, the Baylor boys, all I've got to say is KU has my Horned Frogs to thank for that 1-game lead over Baylor.
Sadly, they do, but they did end up beating Baylor last week and then beating TCU a couple of days ago. So KU is not one to joke with because their senior class is doing amazing. They have one senior, Adoka, and he right now is leading the team, 31 points against TCU,
crazy.
29 against Baylor. Like, this team really means something. This year, they're going for bigger things, and I'm really excited. I'm a KU fan, honestly.
I know you are.
Yes.
Definitely know you are.
But last year, we had a couple of teams that were able to sneak in and had a Cinderella run, which most people would say. We had Houston, close to home, but they weren't able to finish it out. But number 3 on the AP polls is Dayton.
Yeah.
And Dayton, if you guys don't know, Stephen Curry's alma mater. Speaking of Stephen Curry, he will be making his grand return to the Warriors.
It's been a long, long haul for Steph Curry.
Yes, Steve Kerr said it best, and Stephen Curry said it. He has a lot to do.
Yeah, he does.
And although the Warriors might not make it to playoffs, it's highly unlikely. Next year, they're coming with big bangs.
We're going to see him. When we come back, we're going to be getting into our own Prosper sports, soccer, and baseball. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned.
Hello, Prosper. This is Dr. Jared Corbridge with Corbridge Orthodontics. My family and I have lived in Prosper for over 8 years and are proud to be a part of this growing, vibrant community. Here at Corbridge Orthodontics, we are committed to delivering outstanding clinical results, giving you the beautiful smile that you've always dreamed of. Go online and check out our nearly 200 5-star reviews and see what patients are talking about. I promise that we will take excellent care of you and give you more reasons to smile.
Speaking of Prosper Sports, we have a lot to get into, from soccer to baseball, and of course, track season has begun as well.
Medal chasing.
Exactly, but our soccer team is playoff bound on the girls' side and the boys' side. Last time we spoke on them, they had both beat Allen, which is a win within itself. But Tuesday night, our girls took a loss against Plano West, losing 3-1, while our boys won against Plano West, winning 2-1. But look, win or lose, this is a great team. So let's take a look at this year's highlights.
like you mentioned before, baseball is also moving in, and we've got some great things going on at that program over there. The baseball team hosted their very own tournament from Thursday to Saturday, and the Eagles came out on top multiple times. On Thursday, they beat Wakeland 3-2 thanks to Chase Penley's walk-off home run over the Green Monster. Haven Sahaki pitched the Eagles to an 11-0 win over CP Vista Ridge with a total of 9 strikeouts. Friday, Prosper played twice again. Their first game was a 9-4 win over Highland Park with key at-bats from Cameron Harpool, resulting in 2 triples. Josh Barnhouse went for 4 scoreless innings on the mound. Penley would prove to be a key asset again for the Eagles against Capel in a 5-1 victory. Saturday evening, the whole team played a huge part in the 5-3 win with a solid closing on the mound from Austin Atkinson. The next time the boys play will be at home against Flower Mound Marcus Thursday morning.
This baseball team has a bunch of key assets and hard hitters, so I'm expected to see them go far in playoffs as well when it comes to time too.
Even in districts, before districts has even started, they're already looking like a great team. And one player we really need to talk about is Easton Carmichael. This kid is a sophomore, and he has really proven his place on this team. I sat down with him earlier this week to talk about his journey in baseball.
Easton is all in. He plays with a lot of energy. He is all about wanting to do the best. He wants to win. He will always pick his teammates up.
Easton is pretty much the ultimate competitor, you know, in my description. And he's just one of those guys that is just intense on a daily basis. He's a guy that everybody looks to, he leads.
Spring, summer, winter, and fall. For 12 years, Easton Carmichael's life has revolved around baseball.
Started off in Fort Myers, Florida for a week, and then I flew to Atlanta, Georgia for another 2 weeks, and then went back to Orlando for the last week to close out my summer travel.
And all this work had finally paid off when last summer he received a phone call from the University of Oklahoma.
The offer arose, and that's kind of always where I wanted to go, so I took it. Had other choices, but that was my dream school ever since I was little.
But on the morning of February 12th, Easton's dreams would flash before his eyes.
And I got a phone call from him, and the first words were, "Mom, I'm okay."
I was driving just outside the school, rainy day, just kind of driving, and then see a big puddle, and it was too late when I saw it, and just kind of hydroplane lost control, hit the curb, and the curb ricocheted me into the other lane, where that was where the bus was, and head on.
But 3 days later, with cuts still fresh and bruises still sore, Easton was back in the game.
I was not surprised that he was back on the field. You know, he's kind of that player that you know something's having to be hanging off before you can keep him off the field.
I've seen people not come out of it as fortunate as me, but I just kind of have taken it as a second chance to make sure I tell my family I love them, and like kind of don't take anything for granted.
You have very few players that you coach in your coaching career that are that ultimate competitor, and I think Easton's one of those guys.
I feel like we've covered everything from our early predictions for March Madness, talked about soccer, baseball, and now track season.
Yes.
We are hosting our very own Dan Chrissy Relays, which everyone knows that this is the big event to come out to see. We have Jalen Williams, Remy Gartel, and our famous 4x4 boys side runners and girls as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited to see them take it all tonight. So make sure you guys go out and support them today.
You definitely need to do that. But unfortunately, that's going to do it for our show today. For Game Time, I'm Maggie Hale.
And I'm Maya Peterson.